watching a parade and seeing the color guard doing color guard stuff and wonder how they do it. Well, I can't show you anything with the flag today. It's a little small for that, but I can show you some stuff with the equipment that we use and my rifle. So, and how the rifle line does those amazing spins. Well, for those of you who want to try color guard, but are thinking it might be too hard or confused in some things, I'm hopefully here today to clear those things up. I've been in color guard since the 8th grade, and last year was my first year on the rifle line. I enjoyed a lot more than flag, and in my opinion, it is harder. So, one of the most important things in color guard, not just pertaining to rifle, but for everything, is shoes. So these are the shoes that we wear. They're a lot smaller than like what the band wears, and they're kind of like dance shoes. They're just not as bendable. So we wear these because when we march, it's different from the band. So the band marches from heel to toe, and we march from toe to heel because we have to point our toes. And so these shoes help us so that our feet look, I guess you could say, prettier when we're running down the street. So we also like to match our shoes to our costumes. So like this year we're flappers and our dresses are black, so our shoes try and correspond with our outfits. So the next thing that I'll be talking about is not just, it's mainly just for rifle. So when you're doing flag, you don't really wear these. I'll pass these around. So rifle normally wears gloves, and so there's padding. There's padding right here on the side of your thumb, and then on the side of your finger, and then there's padding all throughout your palm here. And I personally don't like to wear gloves because it has so much padding here, so you don't have as much grip like on your palm to completely wrap around. But we normally wear this because when you're throwing and you throw a toss-on rifle, if you catch it correctly, it would come down and smack your palm, and I seem to have gotten used to the pain, but I know a lot of people do use the gloves. So now that I've shown you some of the clothing that we wear, now I will show you some of the basics of rifle and the spins we do. So this is the butt of the rifle, this is the strap, this is your bolt, and this is the tip, or we call it the marshmallow. So in flag, when you're doing right shoulder, you would be like this, but for rifle, what you do is you wrap your hand around this part of it, and your thumb, you're like having a thumb grip, so you point your thumb up when you're holding it, and your other hand, you put your thumb in the center of your palm and you wrap your other fingers around it, so you stand like this. And when you're doing drop spins, which is what I'll be showing you today, you would hold it, and you, just like I said before, you put your hand like this. And why I say the marshmallow is you want to be covering, you don't want to see any white when you're holding it, because it, I don't know, it just looks better. So when you're doing drop spins, it kind of like rolls over your hand. It's not like really a toss in the air. So it kind of just like rolls over your hand like that. And we use counts in color guard. So you go like 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, it kind of just like rolls over your hand. And then for drop trap, which is another thing I'll be showing you. So you go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you do another one, and it would come, and it comes, and you would grab it here on this little notch right here. And whenever you're throwing or you're just holding your rifle, you want to have the strap like against it, because otherwise, like if you're just holding it like this, it's gonna rattle like when you're walking, and you don't want to hear that. So when you would do it, you go like this, and then for drop trap, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, trap, and you grab it like this, so your hand is on the notch right here, and when you catch it, you want to be covering the end of it right here so that you can't see the top of it, any part of that sticking out. So those were some of the basic skills of rifle and some of the equipment that we use and wear. So I hope that you enjoyed my speech, and if you would like to see more of this, come and join us on the Memorial Day Parade on Monday. Yeah, thank you for listening to my speech.